Well, I'll be honest with you. It's been an unpleasant morning, and we know why.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
You know, I hate when the Giants are in prime time.
Yeah.
Me too.
For several reasons. Number one, it's a bad game. Number two, Thor comes in the next day miserable.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's Monday Night Football, Tuesday is going to be miserable.
Yeah.
If it's Friday or Thursday Night Football, Friday is going to be miserable.
Yep.
And then last night happened to be Sunday Night Football. I knew it coming in, and I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm oddly sort of rooting for the Giants to
Yes.
score
Yes.
just so that my life will be better.
Same with me.
Thank you for saying it.
And then they didn't win, and they had a chance to win at the end. So I had no idea what today was going to look like. Well, I sort of knew,
Yeah.
but I didn't know what level. It's been bad.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, really bad. And so we've been dealing with it all morning long, but apparently even us here didn't get the worst of it. Oh, no. His poor wife and his dog got it.
Oh, God.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered. Except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
I have never known somebody who loves something and hates something more than Thor does with his fandom of the Giants.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, I
It's
used
pretty
to
wild.
not hate them, but the last fucking decade,
Oh, jeez.
they've been. It's crazy. Like I said it to Haley last night. I'm like, they've had 2 winning seasons in the last decade, and they lost in the playoffs and won with the boat trip with Odell. That was a fucking nightmare. And then last year. But other than that, they're the worst team in the league.
Yeah, it's pretty
like
bad.
there's no middle ground, and it's crazy. I can't get
but
over.
would you be
And they're
okay
not-
with like a 8-8 season?
if they weren't 1-5, yeah, because now they're 1-5 and the season's over. You're not coming back from 1-5. Like it sucks. But if they were like 3-3 right now and then finished like 8-8 or something like that, I'd be fine with that.
You'd be okay.
Because I'd be like, hey, it's a competitive year. It was fun. They didn't make the playoffs, but because they're still rebuilding, that's fine. But to start out 1-5 and they haven't scored a touchdown in 13 fucking quarters, that's Emily. That's like the Padres not scoring for like 5 straight games.
Oh, we've
like
been
that's
there.
the
Yeah,
equivalent.
I think that happened last
Yeah.
season.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Listen,
Yeah.
It's not good.
And it's just so frustrating, man.
He's
And then I
very
had to
upset.
watch
Very upset.
Daniel Jones look like such a fucking doofus on the
Oh, no.
sideline.
It's like,
Dude,
gotta
I
let it
can't
get out.
stand. Like you don't like. He's not
no.
clapping. He's not like talking to the teammates. He just stands there like a fucking doofus. The day this fucking doofus isn't going to be on my team anymore is going to be the happiest moment of my fucking life.
Even
what's
happier
been
than your wedding day?
The moment that this fucking idiot was drafted and Saquon Barkley, this team has been in the shitter other than 1 year. I can't wait for this fucking doofus not to be on my team anymore.
Do you remember
Wow.
how
Sorry.
happy you were last
Yeah,
year
it was
when they
great.
got the win? You were there.
Oh, it was
You
great.
hugged the owner.
I did.
You did.
That's
That
crazy
was
to think about.
Like now, do you wish you could pull Steve Tisch to the side?
And go watch. Yes,
And say
I would
something.
love to tell Steve Tisch a few fucking things.
Oh, no.
I would him and John Mara. I would love to tell them both a few fucking things.
No
Yeah.
hugs?
No
We're not
hugs.
hugging right
Maybe
now.
some slapping.
Oh,
Maybe
slap
some slapping.
well, last night I was really worried because even Buffalo Bills are a pretty good
They were.
football team.
Yeah.
The largest underdog of the year.
Oh boy.
14.5 points.
I didn't think it was going to go well. But
Neither
then
did I.
I'm sitting there watching the game, and it's kind of close. In fact, they had the lead for a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean that the play before the half was pretty brutal.
That was bad.
They were on the 1 yard line and ran the ball, but whatever.
When they got tackled and had no timeouts.
and then no
time ran
timeouts
out.
for 14 seconds.
Oh, no.
It cost them the game.
Ouch.
It did.
It cost them the game.
Okay.
So that happens, right?
Were you mad?
Eddie.
Even if they kick a fucking field goal there, they win the game
Whoa.
because they ended up losing by
Whoa.
5. So
were you mad?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So right before that happens.
Oh.
Right before that happens.
They were up what 6-0?
They were up 6-0.
Yeah.
Because they can't score touchdowns.
Now, question: when they're up 6-0, are
Yes.
you cheering like there's actually hope, or are you
my
not
thought-
buying into it at 6-0?
I'm back and forth because their defense has come on the last few weeks. I know they got fucking annihilated by the Dolphins last week and gave up a ton of yards, but that's more about the offense being atrocious. The defense and players have come on. So when you watch certain players play better, you're like, oh, okay, that's good. Because a lot of them are young and the defense was playing really well. So I was by, because and then I'm like, who knows what happens if they win this game? That'd be massive.
So you
and
can-
I want Jones to be out so badly that I want Tyrod Taylor to win so badly.
So you can still have positive moments. We just don't see it in
Yes.
this room.
Well, it's usually
Yes.
after
Yes.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Good to know.
yes.
Okay.
But there are parts of me I'm texting with two of my buddies and calling my dad, and I'm still like on the fence, like because every time they don't score, they're going to lose.
Oh.
So then right before the half, right before that disastrous play happens,
Yes.
my wife had just finished making dinner,
Oh.
and
Normally you don't like to eat.
I
that's
don't,
right.
I
Oh,
don't,
yeah,
I
that's
don't.
right, Eddie.
But I knew they were going to get there. I told Haley before the game started, hey, they're probably going to be down like 30-3 at the half.
Oh.
And that wouldn't have been crazy.
No.
And I'm probably going to stop watching because I can't do this to myself anymore.
Oh.
So if you want to make dinner during the game, that's fine.
Oh,
I
exception.
would have bet
good.
$1 million they weren't going to be up at the half.
Okay.
Right.
She comes over with a tri-tip sandwich,
Oh.
Yum.
which was, it was so good.
But
What?
wait a second.
What?
What?
We've all heard him rant about sandwiches.
That's right.
He says you cannot
Oh,
have a
geez.
sandwich.
That's right.
Holy
For dinner.
shit.
It's a rule.
How many fucking times has he screamed at us?
All
That
of
is
us.
true.
Get our
Because
fucking heads
we'll
off.
have a French
French
tip,
tip.
or we'll have a meatball sub,
Yeah,
or we'll
we
have
ask a
something.
zillion questions.
And he's fucking loses his shit.
Yeah, lunch.
He
Those are
says
lunch.
those are lunch. You have to have a sandwich for
Yeah,
lunch.
That's right, Eddie.
You had a sandwich for dinner?
Yeah, but this wasn't just any old sandwich.
It don't matter.
No,
What do you mean it
no,
don't
this is a
matter?
big deal.
But
What
we've
do you mean?
asked,
You
we've
like-
asked, we've
You
asked
said.
about a French
This
dip
is-
before.
This was
No, no, exception.
this was no. This is an
Dinner
exception.
exception. What are you talking
This
about?
was an exception. The tri-tip was cooked and seasoned, unbelievable.
Well, great.
She made this
Yeah.
amazing,
Still sando.
amazing French bread.
Okay.
Then she had like this Greek kind of salad on top of it. I don't know what it was with feta cheese. It was fucking. I would have fucked this sandwich.
Okay.
Ew.
It was that good.
So
What the fuck?
So the exception is if I want to fuck the sandwich.
That's right.
Then I can have it
Yes.
for
If
dinner.
you want to
If
fuck
it's
a
fuckable.
Yeah.
if the
If it's
sandwich
fuckable.
is
Yes.
fuckable,
Okay.
you can eat it
You
for
can
dinner.
have it for
Okay.
dinner.
Million
Wow.
percent.
Got it. Noted.
Let's all
Yeah.
remember that.
Remember that. Next time you want a sandwich.
But
Next time you want a sandwich for dinner.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck it. You gotta fuck it.
Okay.
Otherwise.
Got it.
But what's going to happen, you guys, when we're on the air with the normal program with the
Yeah.
FCC,
in
and then
trouble.
he starts saying you can't have sandwiches for dinner?
I know.
We can't call him out for his fuckable sandwich
I know, we're
because
in
then we're
trouble.
going to be on the air.
She's got us there.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I
Such
wish
a
there was some
loophole.
left. I would have brought it in.
What would you have done?
Oh, well,
Fucked it?
I would have asked you guys to leave the room for a second, and then I would have said, "Hey, do you want some of this?"
So
Really weird
gross.
aioli.
Wow. So if it's fuckable,
It
can
was
have it
a
for dinner.
fucking great sandwich.
And
So you're-
breakfast,
And
apparently.
then she took these. It was green beans. Was it green beans? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think
He's
it was
so
green
bad.
beans.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
And-
How does he not, it happened last night. How does he not remember these things?
what could it be but like green? What is he
She
confusing green
she
beans
air
with?
fried it with the green beans, and then we use like this aioli dip for them, kind of like healthy French fries.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
So if I want a pastrami sandwich for dinner,
No, that's not gonna work.
what if I want to
Why?
fuck it?
Yeah.
If
what
I want to
it's-
fuck it, then I can have a pastrami
Yeah, and if
sandwich.
it's
You got me
seasoned
there.
perfectly and he
Yeah.
wants to fuck it.
What if it's
Seasoned
looking
perfectly.
hot?
It looks good. This is
You
all
got
I'm
me
saying.
there.
It's looking good.
Corned beef on rye.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna have that for
Oh,
dinner.
if I'm gonna fuck that thing though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
You got me
I'm
there.
gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got me there.
Wow, we got a crazy exception.
That
to
just
the
blew
rule.
my mind.
I wouldn't fuck a turkey cold cut sandwich, so I'm not eating that for dinner. I wouldn't fuck a
What if
tuna
it's
melt.
seasoned perfectly?
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what was on this sandwich.
Well,
All
you-
I know is that it tasted
It happened last night.
incredible.
God.
Yeah.
Happened
You have
last
eyes.
night.
Yeah, that's weird.
Such an idiot.
Yeah.
When I'm watching the game,
Yeah.
just if you would have put shit in front of me, I would have been shoveling it in, just
Okay.
staring
Just
at
not
the
even
TV.
gross.
looking.
That's
Yeah.
really gross.
Yeah, that is
Ew.
gross.
All right, so you get this tri-tip sandwich.
Well, here's the problem before she puts the sandwich down.
What?
While they're winning, I have a setup going on.
Oh God, this
I
is
have
a scene.
Very
The
superstitious.
Yeah.
my cell phone is on my coffee table, pointed to the left because the TV is directly in front of me, and it's pointing to the left.
What does that
Why?
I
mean?
have two pillows.
Wait, why
and
does it have to be pointed at the opposite
Because
way
they're
of the TV?
winning.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
idiot.
yeah,
Fucking crazy
yeah,
person.
Yeah, psycho.
What
I
am I
have
thinking?
two
I don't know.
pillows on my left elbow underneath.
Okay.
And then I have a blanket to my right elbow with the Apple TV remote turned a certain way and pointed, and nothing's moved.
Babe, could I get a pillow? I need something for behind my head right now.
Don't fucking touch these.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But I need a pillow.
So, and then on the TV stand, there's nothing on there except for a cup of water, and I won't finish it because they're winning.
Dude.
You are
Oh
a
my God.
fucking psycho.
Is this fun for you?
No.
This sounds awful.
It does.
Thank God. Like you
all of
like,
it.
it
All of it.
sounds horrific.
Nothing can, like,
There's
move.
nothing. You can't even enjoy it.
No, this is
They're
misery.
upsetting one of the better teams in the league. And he's not enjoying this.
No.
Like, this sounds miserable.
He's worried about
Well,
pillows
honestly,
and
if they win this
Yeah.
game, they save the season.
Okay.
I mean,
So you can't move. You're frozen in time.
I'm frozen.
Is
Okay.
it like this?
Frozen.
Is it like this every game? Or
No, because they're usually down 3 touchdowns.
so anytime they're up, is it like this?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So
then
so
you're
during
not
the
even
Cardinal
enjoying it.
so during the Cardinal game early in the year when they came back and won,
You didn't move for 2 hours?
No, I was standing, and every time before a play, I would tap like this, and then right before the play, I'd stop, and they kept winning, so I kept doing it between every play.
So you controlled that?
Yes,
You're the reason they won that game?
superstition.
Okay.
Baby.
All right.
Okay.
So
You
crazy.
got your setup.
So I got my setup,
Yeah.
and then when she says, "Hey, I'm bringing over dinner," first of all, I love Haley, and I love everything she does for me. But does she really need to warm the plates in the microwave?
She does?
She does?
Apparently.
That's,
Oh,
She
that's
warms
nice.
them?
that's a little...
My grandpa loved a warm plate.
Well, I think she thinks when she.
He did. He did. It was the thing.
I think.
It's a thing. He's like my fucking grandpa, my
Hey, hey.
New York grandpa.
Here's the thing. Is that if you're plating like a meal with, I don't know, potatoes and whatever, all this
Yeah.
different stuff, I still don't understand it, but
Yeah,
okay.
it's not a restaurant.
It's a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
does the
this
plate need
wasn't.
to be warm?
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's a fuckable
It's a
sandwich.
fuckable
It's a
sandwich.
Not just that
It
sandwich,
deserves a
my
warm
man.
plate.
Yeah, it's a sandwich,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
a sandwich.
But I love her and her cooking.
Wild, okay.
But maybe it's because I was watching the game and I saw her and I was hungry and I saw her grab the plates and put them in the microwave. It annoyed me, but it did feel good to touch a nice warm plate.
Ew.
Well, when you're going to fuck it, you want it all to be
Yeah,
warm.
I like it to be
nice
warm.
and warm.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
So so she warms the plates and I know, fuck, if she comes over here, she's gonna move things around.
Oh.
So she brings the plates and puts them down and then says, "Do you want a bub/bubbly?" And I said, "Sure." So she brings one over. Also, fun fact, Waterloo. We love them. New bubblies. They're called Waterloos. Have
Yeah,
you seen these?
yes,
They're at Costco. Phenomenal.
It's like Costco's brand, right?
No, Costco has their own brand.
Oh,
and they
not as good.
they started
Okay.
raising the prices on it. So we went Waterloo.
Oh.
Phenomenal.
Okay, highly recommend.
Giving you a heads up, Eddie.
I don't
none
drink
of us
that.
A
drink
fuckable
those.
sandwich and Waterloo.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
They're
Recommendation.
really good.
Okay.
Amazing meal.
So she brings me a Waterloo and puts it down, and immediately I'm thrown off.
Why?
Because now there's a plate there, and she moved one of the coasters.
You know where the coasters are, too?
Okay.
So she moves one of the coasters, and then
What is she supposed to do?
while she moves one of the coasters, food goes down, and I'm sitting there, and the Giants are like, the play hasn't happened yet,
Okay.
but it's starting to happen. And Watson, our dog, jumps up and walks behind my back, because on the couch, and then sits and knocks over the fucking remote.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Well,
You're
after
acting
this,
like-
after this dumb fuck of a dog knocks over the
Who
remote,
cares?
guess what happens?
Oh, it's a setup.
What?
Tyrod Taylor, the backup quarterback for the Giants, audibles to a run play with no timeouts on the 1 yard line with 14 seconds left. They don't get in, run out of time, don't
That
score.
was a really bad play.
It was one of the worst you ever seen.
So are you saying the knocking of the remote was the reason why?
Well,
and the moving of the coaster?
moving out of the coaster,
is it-
knocking
Oh,
the
it's all-
remotes, and she took my water, dumped it out.
Well, you had your water
she was
or
getting-
whatever.
She gave you your bub.
Not the same.
But-
It's not the same. So then after that happened, I'm pissed, obviously. And then while I'm trying to watch the post-game show, the halftime show, Watson puts his paw on the remote and pauses the TV. Now I'm fucking pissed. And I look at him and I go, "Fuck, Watson, get out of here!"
You do not.
Screaming at him?
You put at your dog?
And he puts his ears
Boy,
down.
You stop it.
Fuck him.
You think
Oh my God!
maybe he's not a Giants fan?
Since I've owned him, they've been a shit team. I'll
They
get rid of
won
his
last
ass.
year.
You can
They
get
won
rid of
last
him.
I'll
year.
kill shelter that dog.
Oh my
God.
God!
Dude,
Okay,
you
psycho.
have some issues,
That's
bro.
fucking insane.
Nope.
So
You
then my
have some
wife,
issues.
No,
so then my
no,
wife
no,
goes,
no.
my wife goes, and I go, Haley, you got to get this stuff out of here. You got it.
You didn't even finish to eat the sandwich, the fuckable sandwich.
Well,
yet?
I ate it through the halftime,
Okay.
Oh my
and then I
God.
go, you got to get the stuff out. I can't do it. And then
can't do
I go,
what?
and then she like walked in my way, and I go, just go to the bedroom.
You.
Oh my God.
What do you?
Well, so they went to the bedroom and had to stay in there the rest of the game.
How,
Had to?
After she made you the most fuckable sandwich.
It was
She made the
phenomenal.
bread
I love her.
homemade.
I love her.
Now, what could you imagine?
God.
If let's say there's no football game going on, she's cooking dinner.
Yeah.
And you know how
Stupid-ass dog.
he gets in there and tries to talk.
Oh,
and all
God.
that.
I get yelled
She's listening to her
I get yelled
podcast.
at.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Can you just go to the bedroom?"
Kicks him out.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
She's done that.
No, she has not.
Oh.
Made
She's
you s-
kicked you out of the kitchen before, I know, but she hasn't banned you from the kitchen. Okay, and sent you to the
But she'll
sent you to
go.
your room.
She'll go, babies. This is my time.
Oh, nice.
This
she's
is
nice
my
about
time.
Oh, so she's
that's
nice.
how
A
he
little
speaks.
condescending.
That's how
She's
he
not
does it.
A little
banning you.
condescending.
Okay.
It's not
A little
condescending.
This is my time. Could you?
it. You screamed at her
Well,
and the dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Because
and
of
then,
your terrible
Well,
football
and then the second half starts. The Bills score. I hear barking going on. I open the door. I'm like, what's going on in here?
Really?
Okay,
And he
leave him
heard something
alone.
outside. I'm like, I'm just gonna open the door and let him go.
Okay, what?
Dude,
Shut up.
You're out of control.
And then
Enough.
the final play happens. Right before the final play happens, she comes out of her bedroom,
no.
bedroom, and goes, "Is everything okay?" And I go, "Haley, this is the final play. Everything's been going good. Go back in the bedroom." But because she came out, they didn't get the touchdown.
you're blaming.
Are you
my God,
serious
you're
right
a
now?
So it's your dog's fault and your wife's fault.
can't.
Why the Giants lost, not just because they're not good.
That's right.
Okay.